This is video 10 from Ivory Tower Populism, Financing Income Share Agreements Through Crowdfunding. In video 9, we learned about income share agreements, that they're efficient in allocating education resources, focused on future potential rather than past performance, and they're less risky for students than traditional loans. If public universities were to underwrite income share agreements with their own graduates, those institutions would themselves become investment opportunities. Those more effectively and efficiently lifting up their graduates economically would provide greater investment opportunities. But some see a problem with ISAs in that graduates are indentured to investors. Assuming that human capital is a solid investment, and given the lucky coincidence that rich people have a lot of money, the rich might benefit disproportionately from the system. Therefore, to address this, the best option is to have people crowdfund people, specifically current workers, finance students, future workers, or entrepreneurs. So in sum, universities underwrite ISAs with their own graduates, current workers invest in, fund those institutions, and the employers of the graduates pay back the return. Since the payback takes decades, this plan is best if offered as a retirement system. It would create a national retirement system of private claims on public infrastructure, namely human capital. A great example of the capital-owning democracy, as in video 8. A modest plan might simply be to set up tax-free investing like municipal bonds, except nationally, or offering tax credits on these taxpayer investment accounts with a limit would amplify those tax benefits and equalize the benefit regardless of the taxpayer's marginal tax rate, so it wouldn't favor the rich. But the most aggressive system might be automatic withholding within the existing Social Security system. Individual workers would direct their payroll withholdings, the original investment, into the public colleges of their choice. The return is based on job placement from these institutions, as employers would pay the ISA rate to the educational institutions, providing the return for those taxpayer investors. This financing system could employ three different vehicles. One is a general index fund investing in all institutions. Another is actively managed funds, qualified trustees who are charged with seeking out the best investments, and a pure crowdfunding system where citizens select their own institutional investments. The index fund offers the most efficient way of allocating funds between institutions. The managed funds rely on informed trustees to make wise decisions, while crowdfunding offers maximum citizen empowerment, maybe reducing the importance of lobbying. The combination of these three vehicles bundled together offers the best of all worlds. Now, some ISAs are already in use, but this proposal differs from current ISA programs in several ways. First, the employer pays back the investment rather than the graduate. Second, existing ISAs typically have a limited time horizon, like 10 or 20 years. This proposal could entail lifetime earnings, reducing the yearly payment. This could be incorporated into the current Social Security system, a kind of crowdfunding, so there is no investor class in the system. The way to combine this with Social Security without raising the maximum withholding rate is simply to eliminate the withholding cap. Fourth, educational institutions granted ISAs could become largely funded this way. The system could create a tuitionless model for college students. but perhaps a pilot launch might only replace Pell Grants and Stafford loans. In order to implement a pilot launch, several questions would have to be addressed by the trustees of the system. Is the ISA rate a standard rate, or is it individually negotiated? During any economic downturns, the trustees would have to maintain a consistent level of funding for education, or possibly even increase it, so the withholding rate, along with the residual fund, might vary with the business cycle. Third, how do you handle student transfers? The simplest system is only withhold for the institution from where the student graduated. So the receiving institution might purchase those credit transfers. Finally, how would we treat international students or workers, as well as graduates from private or non-participating institutions? And these are the references for this video. And I will see you next time.